Hi friends, today we're going to look at benchmark angles and how we can use them. And today we read a story with Radius and the adventure that he went on. We're going to be using some skills to think about this work today. So first we're going to be thinking about making sense of problems and persevering in solving them. Second, I'm going to highlight this one. We're going to be making sense and looking for repeated reasoning or patterns. I have a picture here of Radius. So here's Mr. Radius in our circle on his adventure. Now Radius taught us about right angles, straight angles, acute, and obtuse. And I want to show that on this circle so we can really see what his adventure was like. So the first thing we did was we saw a 90-degree angle. And I know 90 degrees is that perfect, prim and proper angle that creates a square. So I would need a straight line to go from the center, from that point to the top. And I'm going to do my best to make a straight line there. And when we have right angles, we put this notation, this square, to show that it's square, that it's that perfect 90-degree angle. So whenever you see this notation, you know it's going to be 90 degrees. Now I'm noticing that we can extend this line. We can go all the way across, doing my best to keep a straight line. And now I see another 90-degree angle. You know what else I see? And I'm going to highlight it. Oopsie. No. I notice a straight line. And that straight line or straight angle, we're going to exactly, Nick, say that again. And why does it equal 180 degrees?
90 times 90.
90 times or 90?
Plus 90 plus 90 equals 180.
Beautiful. Now you know what I'm noticing is that we went all the way across this circle where our green line is, and I'm noticing we can probably dissect it the other way. So I'm going to continue my line that I made all the way down.
Get the square.
Doing my best. Now, I see two more 90-degree angles, Travis. That's right. So I'm going to add my squares, 90 degrees.
So if we add all those 90 degrees together, the front number would be go higher, but the 460. Yeah, 360.
So 90
plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 equals 400 and 340.
Equals 360 degrees. So I'm going to draw some circles again. And I'm going to show you the benchmarks and just the benchmark for that circle. Okay? And we're going to talk about it like fractions. So I just want to look at this picture first, okay? And I'm going to kind of make a little line around here without moving my circle.
It looks like one by force.
So let's just look at this circle. And what does it look like, Nick?
Force.
fourths or quarters, right?
Mhm.
So 1/4 would be 90 degrees, right?
Mhm.
So I'm going to jot that. 1/4 equals 90 degrees. Now, what if I said I wanted 1/2? You know what I'm thinking? I'm going back in my mind. 1/4 equals 90 degrees, and that's called
Right angle.
a right angle. Now, what if I wanted 1/2 of my circle? So I'm going to erase this here. I'll write my 90 back in. So we still know this is 90 degrees. Now, half of my circle of this is half. How much is half? Well, I have two 90-degree angles, and two 90-degree angles is 180 degrees, or a straight angle, Tre'Vion, right? What is it called?
A straight angle.
A straight angle, that's right. Now, what if I said I wanted 1 full? So I have to fill in my full circle.
Like 1 full.
So I'm going to finish filling that in. I have 4 sections filled in, all 4. What did we just learn about a whole circle? How many degrees are there in a whole circle?
Wait, no. 360.
360 degrees. And that's a full circle. Okay? So if we made 1/4 be 90 degrees. 1/2 is 180 degrees of a circle. 1 whole of a circle is 360 degrees. These are called our benchmark angles.
Just like benchmark bicycles. I was thinking of benchmark.
And now we're going to use these ideas tomorrow when we're creating our own circles so we can manipulate our benchmark angles. So do your best, take your notes, and make sure on your summary that you're telling me step by step what we did. And answer that objective in your summary. So for instance, what are benchmark angles and how can I use them? Benchmark angles are angles that dissect a circle into fourths. They help me to see a right angle, a straight angle, and a full circle. I can use these to make connections to fractions. 1/4, 1/2, and 1 whole. So what I just said was an example of a summary that you can write. So you do your best to put it in your own words and think about your math rubric and what you would say to get a full 4-star response.
Yes.
Good luck.
Have a good night.